He hung shelving in my closets. Unfortunately, they all fell down because he put the shelving nails directly into the drywall, and they all fell down.
Did you continue to work with him after the fact?
I continued to work with him, and I did talk to him. I said, you need to pay attention to what you're doing for your work. My daughter hired him to put some electrical outlets up. He did a very poor job in laying out the outlets, and that's produced in evidence.
This is the electrical work that you're talking about?
Yes, and Mr. St. Martin did correct it, as you can see, the new handyman's work.
Okay.
Page 28 was the shelving that fell down.
So this left side is the
Correct.
defendant's work, and this side here is the new handyman's
Yes, Your
work.
Honor.
So why hire him to do some more work?
He was giving me sob stories. He has to go to therapy. He can't see his kids. He owes child support. I kind of felt sorry for him, and then he came in with this big idea. He said, I can build you a beautiful kitchen countertop, concrete kitchen countertop, and I could put it in my magazine. And my daughter and I were like, wow.
What magazine?
Well, we never got to that area.
Okay. Mr. Valyers,
Unfortunately.
is that how you remember things happening?
Not
No?
even close.
Okay, not even close. Tell me.
She answered an ad, and it was nothing to do with a contractor. It was general repairs. She was presented with my card. She's been presented with invoices, with all my legal information, my employee identification number, and what we do, what we're registered to do with the city of Reno. I'm looking at her evidence, and this is not how we left it.
Are you saying that this is not your work here?
That was temporary. That was while we were doing the work.
Well, this is how someone else ended.
No, that's not somebody else.
That's your work?
That's my work.
And who are you
Mr.
claiming
St.
this
Martin,
was done
my
by?
employee.
Mr. Casey St. Martin
Okay,
corrected
Mr. St.
his
Martin, you
error,
want to stand
Your
up
Honor.
since we're getting into it. You worked for the defendant?
Yes, we worked with each other.
This is your work?
The 3-gang box at the end is my finished work.
Why is he claiming that it's his work?
We were both working. He was working doing something else in the house at the time, but I did finish that.
Was this just temporary, or was he done?
I would say that he was done.
Is this not true?
Obviously, he works for me, so we corrected the situation together.
Okay, one of y'all did the work.
Yeah.
You're saying it was a collaborative effort, and he's saying he did it on his own.
Somebody had to manage it. Somebody had to hire him. She did not hire him.
What about the shelving? Did y'all do that together?
I've never seen the shelving like that. I mean,
Are you
it
the
looks
same-
like it's somebody.
Are you the same
went in
one
there
that
and
fixed?
I did not fix
Yeah,
that.
and I didn't
You did not?
install that.
Okay.
He did install the brackets in my closet. I paid him for it. There's a check in here.
Okay, nonetheless, with all of this work that you claim was shoddy, you still agreed to let him work.
I agreed to let him
On the
work
kitchen
again.
countertop.
The sob stories, yes.
Okay.
Fool me once, never again.
Did you confide in her about things that were going on in your life?
No.
Never once?
No. I thought we were friends, so if she asked me a question, I answered it.
All right, so once you paid the $2,500, you claim that the defendant then cashed the check immediately?
Immediately.
And this was for materials, Mr. Valyers?
She
What was
didn't provide you
$2,500
guys-
for?
This is the invoice.
Actually, we don't have that. Was there a contract drawn up about what was
This
to
is
be?
it.
I'm sorry?
That's it, and that's her signature.
It says here, fabricate and install concrete countertops, butcher block island, modify island with wheels and patch floor. A total of $6,000 was a quote. A deposit was made for $2,500. Balance is $3,500. Do you remember signing this?
I do. It was a very vague contract. Then I went back and asked him.
It's vague. It's pretty specific.
Well, it's pretty-
in terms of what he's doing. Now, it didn't say when this was supposed to get done. What gave you the impression that it was supposed to be done in 3 weeks?
Because I asked him. He said it'll take about 3 weeks to do.
Does that sound about
I
right?
said, once we got colors and samples picked out by her and her family, that it would take about 3 weeks.
Okay, so that's what took so long. Is that what you're claiming? She just couldn't pick
She
a
still
sample.
hasn't picked the color.
That's wrong, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me.
We showed him several pictures of what we wanted. And if you'll notice,
Mr. St. Martin, you can have a seat. Thank you.
this is the actual countertop that we wanted. It's on page 3.
This one here, the blue one?
Yes, and these are the samples he provided that looks nothing like what we wanted.
Okay, so this
Nothing.
is what you wanted, and you're saying that he provided you these two?
And the one on top,
And
the
the
3.
one on top?
It looks nothing like what we wanted. Nothing.
Mr. Valyers?
I'm
then
not
I asked-
sure what she's referring
Look
to.
at page 3 of your evidence. Yes, she's saying she wanted the one up top.
That's our sample.
No, it's not.